Welcome to the Swab Live. It's the podcast for nurses, by nurses, and it will leave you in stitches. Enjoy some hospital-grade humor with your host, Georgie Carroll. In this show, Georgie pits the three generations of nurses, dolphins, penguins, and orcas against each other in a battle of nursing wits to see who will rule the tea room. Let's get ready to catheterize. And now here's your host, Georgie.
Oh, nice! Good day, Melbourne. Melbourne International Comedy Fest. You have come down to the inaugural Swab Live Podcast. Give it a cheer. Oh, energy in the room. I like this. Okay. Now, this is, if you give the cheer if you've listened to the Swab Podcast. Exactly. So some of them have, and that is usually just me talking to nurses about stupid things like getting javelins through the eyes and that kind of shit. Right? However, this is going to be a little bit different because it was a live event and because you've had such a shitty couple of years. I wanted to do something a bit stupid. And so I had a couple of wines and I thought up a game show where we're going to pit nurses against each other in a battle to the death. And no, we're not. Would you be familiar, guys, with the dolphins, penguins and orcas concept? Is anyone not familiar? No, well, I've got to do it for the YouTubers. It's okay. So what I've decided to do was nurses go through some very specific stages in their career, and so the younger ones are the dolphins. They're all just like so beautiful in the morning, and they all brush their hair and their teeth to come to work still, and they're just so beautiful to look at, but quite useless, and but full of they've got compassion, verging on Munchausen's. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely who you want in your corner, and they're going to grow. They're going to grow into penguins, which is the second stage of nursing, which they all waddle in from the car park in the morning, with the plantar fasciitis and their gammy knee, and still beautiful, but just from a distance. Now, just from a distance, they're all missing something like an eye or a tit by this point, so. It's not a good skill mix if you've got an even number of tits on the unit. That's the mantra. So that's the middle years. And then the orcas, whoa, majestic beasts. They're the ones, give us a cheer in the audience if you're an orca. Oh, they can still woo. Yeah, so the orcas have been doing it 30 years or more. And they're very majestic beasts and quite intimidating, but very maternal. And never killed a person. Never. Because they're excellent at documenting. And so you... So this is a concept. I'm going to pit the three stages of nursing against each other in my first live podcast. I'm so glad you've all come down. We're going to battle in the three spheres that pin down our profession, which is compassion, patience, and sciencey shit. So this is the three. There's going to be 3 rounds, and at the end we will crown with this fantastic trophy. I know you can't see that if you're listening to the podcast, but it's enormous, and real gold. We found this inside somebody, and just got this from the endoscopy department, and so the winner will be crowned sovereign of the tea room. And they get their first dibs on any cake that comes into the tea room for the next year. So this is what's on the line. Are you ready to meet our contestants? Well, I am too, but I don't know where. Oh, there's my clipboard. Right, okay. Ever the professional. Here's my cheat sheet. All right, could you please welcome onto the stage your dolphin for today? Give a round of applause to Molly McKinnon. Here she goes. Molly, our dolphin. Molly is our dolphin. You're sitting in this one, babe. Pull it up wherever you want to. She's been in RN for only 4 months. Look at her with a Doctor Who scarf. She started in 2017 at Deakin, and She's been on a placement in orthopedics, ICU, CCU. Do you remember when you were a student, you just thought every placement was you'd work there? And mother and baby and mental health. When she was working, she nursed in COVID and SCOVID wards. That's where we put the new ones. The thing she enjoys most about this is so dolphin. The thing she enjoys most about nursing is making a difference in someone's life, or even just their day. Oh, fuck! I love you.
That's so embarrassing.
It's so gorgeous. It's just like I just need you there when I've got a hangover. This is beautiful. Her favourite thing is also getting a first responders discount at Lululemon. Any of the orcas know what even the fuck Lululemon is? Do you even know? Her favourite shift is early shift. Good, because I don't want it. And it's because then she has time to watch Netflix in her Lulus in the Arvo. Oh, you are pure dolphin. Give her a round of applause. This is... Yes, and she's also an Instagrammer. Do you want to give your handle a plug?
It's Nurse Molly Phoebe.
Nurse Molly Phoebe, and you can get sexy PPE, I think, on that site. You know, do you sell the shades with the, it's like, don't wear normal protective eyewear, wear these protective eyewear. Is that you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah! All right, this is wonderful. Okay, next on the stage, you might have to shuffle you up a little bit. We've got a few people to get on stage. We did, because there's so many penguins, I wanted to represent properly. We've got 2 penguins. We've got Alicia and Kelly. Welcome to the stage. Look at these. Oh, you got some. Give us a cheer if you're actually here for these 2. Oh, we brought them down from Shepperton. So these.
Too short for the stool.
You're too short for the stool. Oh my God! Should we get you a special? Has anyone got a hoist?
Worked it out. Hoist transfer.
You need a hoist.
Times 3.
This is Alicia and Kelly. No one knows which one's which. Kelly and Alicia. They have a podcast. Tell us a bit about your podcast yourselves.
We have a podcast called Two Humorous Nurses, where we just talk about really relatable, funny, stupid shit, as you called it.
Yeah, stupid shit.
Nursing shit.
Yeah, it's just break room bollocks, but it's fucking great. So, yeah, follow them to Alicia. One of our penguins is in her 9th year of nursing, is currently working as an after-hours manager in a small regional hospital. You get promoted quick in country, don't you? Fucking 9 years in.
Scraping the barrel.
How many beds in that?
There's 30.
30 beds.
Yep.
Fucking how many beds in ICU at the Royal Melbourne? Probably 90. Right, okay. She studied at La Trobe and is not a smoker, but does have a resuck ciggy every now and again. She uses yoga and meditating to get her through daily stresses. She's worked in peds, theatre, recovery, urgent care and med-surg. She loves morning shift and thrives on being busy, also known as an anxiety disorder. Kelly has been nursing since 2000. She's currently working on a country town running an oncology medical day unit. She studied at Curtin University in Western... Curtin? Yeah. Is that a place? Do you know there's a hospital in Victoria? This is for the nurses of the world. Listen to this. We've got a massive following in America and the UK. There's a Victorian hospital called Kilmore. Just saying. So Curtin as well. Okay.
It's right next door to Seymour.
What?
Seymour. It's right next door to Seymour.
Kelly hates anything that comes from the head. Ooh. So vomit, sputum, phlegm, same thing that. Snot, tears, and if it comes from a hole in the head, it freaks you out. How do you do if it comes out of the throat?
No, I got spat in the face from a trachea once because the bloke covered his mouth and not his...
We just had a dry retch from the audience. Are you all right?
That's my exact response.
That's so funny. I don't mind things that come out of holes.
Certain holes.
I really don't know. Like, I would say, even things that shouldn't be there, like tapeworms, I'm fucking, get it on.
That's different.
That's different. You're making a life better.
Yeah, she watches videos of, like, people popping in.
Oh, and she's coming left to centre here. She likes night shifts.
Love it.
Because there's something spooky and lawless about them.
Yep. There's no one to tell you not to take those snacks from the kitchen.
Jets and cheese.
Exactly.
And that's when the ghosts come out to play. Are you a ghost believer?
Yes, I am. And
That's
I've experienced
disappointing.
it.
I thought you were solid. Give us a cheer, because this is a 99% nurses audience. So give us a cheer if you actually believe in ghosts still. Those who don't. Yeah, you're right. Like, be like, oh, there's a light flickering in room 7 every night at the same time. You're like, who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters or fucking maintenance? Like. All right, we've got to welcome up our final person to the stage. Can you please welcome to the stage our orca, Tesvorsa? Bring to the stage. Keep it going. It is a high stool, so we might need OT
I thought
involved.
you'd have a chair for me.
Yeah, if you want a chair, we can get one. But otherwise, use the
I can
staff.
do it, I can
Use
do
the staff around you.
Thank you.
This is
staff.
amazing. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
give
guys.
some love to Tesvorsa, our orca.
Hi, guys.
Started her training in 82, 40 years ago. She is an out-and-out heavyweight of this troop. She has more nursing years than the rest of them combined. She didn't go to uni. She was trained in the hospital-based system. She never got a diploma or a degree, but now has a master's. Yay! She was taught by nuns. That's interesting. Do we just? Did you enjoy that method, or like? I just watched documentaries about them stealing babies. What?
It's the only method I knew. So, yes. We believed everything they said.
Everything
Yeah.
they said. Good on you. She's nursed in places like operating theatre, emergency nursing education, and simulation education. She's delivered babies in car parks and elevators, and loves a red wine after work. So yeah. All right. So like I said, this is a game show. Please welcome to the stage our scorer, Sister Sarah. Come on in, baby girl. Oh, you got a bow tie on for it. I love you. No, the things are down there. So it is really important that someone wins this, because I've watched a lot of game shows in the festival where no one really wins. You lot, you can be any animal you want, so don't cheer for your own brand, for your own species. You just got to back them all, because this is how we're going to do it. Now, the first round is, because we're battling compassion, patience, and sciencey shit.
We're fucked.
Who thinks they're going to... Yeah, country nurses in the middle years, I would say you are fucked, right? So... and this is, there's 30 points up for grabs, and you're all going to answer this. So what we've got for the compassion round is we've done like an agony aunt section, where I read you actual agony aunt letters that have been written to things, and you tell me what you want to do, how you would answer that if it came in your unit.
How do we like chime in, or does it go?
No, I'll start, because there's 3. I'll do you first, and then the next time you first, and then also at the end it's going to be an audience vote for who wins. So the person you like
all
the
look
most
lovely.
will get 10 points, should we say, and then the second 5 points, and the last gets no points. So we've got 3 of these agony aunt questions. All right, are you ready? Dear agony aunt, my current boyfriend is a chatterbox. I cannot get a word in, and if I do speak, I don't feel he really listens. I want to leave, but there's a strange reason I cannot. He has a 3rd nipple. And when he takes his shirt off, it looks like a kind face. With 2 eyes being the 2 nipples, the 3rd nipple a nose, and the belly button is... This is a real letter that someone wrote in. I don't have time to make this shit up. And the belly button is a cute little mouth. I call the chest face Christopher. When my boyfriend is asleep, Chris and I have long one-sided conversations, and he is a great listener. The other morning, I spotted fluff in the boyfriend's navel, and I panicked and shouted, "Christopher's choking!" My boyfriend is getting suspicious. What should I do? All right, I'm going to go first with Tess because Tess, how long since you went on a date? Is this something you do all the time? Have you recently had to break up or anything? No.
Happily married for over 30 years.
30 years. And does your husband listen?
To me or you? Yeah, he has to.
All right, okay. So what would you advise? She can't leave because
What's
of Christopher. Let's call her Glenda.
Oh, so she's an orca with a name like Glenda.
Nice, yes, she is. You don't get any baby Glendas anymore.
No,
They've gone.
No. So, dear Glenda, there's a thing called Google.
Yeah.
So maybe I would ask you to start Googling some pictures of 3 nipples.
Yes.
And to see that there are other people out there just like you.
Oh, this is amazing. She can find another Christopher face attached to a different human.
Yeah.
Fuck, I like that one.
Might start a
All
club.
right, okay, we're going to judge at the end. What about, now we're going to go with Molly next. So, Dolphin, how would you talk to Glenda?
I'd sit Glenda down and I'd say, I don't know if she knows, but Harry Styles has 4 nipples.
Have you nursed him?
Oh, unfortunately, no.
Harry Styles has 4 nipples.
Just normalise it. Normalise the nipples.
Yeah,
Free the
get rid of the
nipple.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Go out with
Him,
Harry Styles.
Get lost. Harry Styles, 4 nipples, 3 nipples. That's combined.
Oh my God. I'm assuming that
A lot?
don't say if you don't want, but I think there's probably 8 nipples on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's got a spare one that we're triggering here. All right, okay. All right, now on to our 2 in the middle, our penguins. How are we going?
Well, I think that Glenda just needs to dump him firstly if he's not listening. I don't think Christopher's listening either, to be honest.
I like that you believe in Christopher, Kelly.
Well, I believe in ghosts.
Yeah,
so
you do believe in
So
ghosts, so yeah,
maybe
you're a
she
little bit
could-
tapped.
If she just found, like if she goes on a dating app, there were absolutely, and puts it in her bio, like 3 nipples essential, she could find a new Christopher maybe that actually listens to her and would have a conversation.
Oh, I do love that this is all coming from somewhere where we want Glenda to be happy. I love it. This is so nursery. Have you got any additions, Alicia, or do you think you 2 have answered that one?
Alicia would tell her to go to therapy and harden the fuck up.
All right then, guys. Who do we think gave the best answer? If you think it was Molly, go for Harry Styles. Give us a cheer. If you think it was our penguins, with put it in your bio. If you think it was Tess with find another 3-nippled person, give a cheer. Oh, very clear winner there. So Tess is getting 10 points. The penguins are getting 5. Molly, you're on the back bench at the moment with just 3. Okay, we have 2 more questions in this round. 2 more agony aunt sections. Dear nurse, I have a pain score of 12 out of 10. But the other nurse is being a bitch and only give me Panadol. I've posted on Insta with me looking super cute in my gown and named the offending nurse. What else should I try to get stronger drugs? All right, this time we are starting in the middle with the penguins.
I will say, dear reader,
Yeah.
it's not possible that you're experiencing 12 out of 10 pain. Are you actually birthing someone out of your vagina? Because that is 12 out of 10 pain. Alternatively, I would say as a nurse, sometimes nurses use the FACES scale. And if you're not familiar, it's basically a chart that, has like a happy face, which says that you haven't got pain, and then a really sad, like crying face. Yeah. So I'd suggest a bit of self-reflection with the FACES scale.
Yeah, I would say, show us an emoji.
And maybe some Nurofen. We'll
Give
add
us
some Nurofen to the Panadol.
Tell us in emoji.
Nurofen and Panadol. Excellent. So that's our test. What would you say to somebody with 12 out of 10 pain who said the last nurse is a bitch?
First, I'd like to know what school he went to. We are in Melbourne, so what school did you go to? Get a 12
School
out
did
of
I
10?
go to? It was a private. I don't know what they're all
Brighton.
called.
So give me your name.
Brighton.
Give me your name of your maths teacher.
Yeah.
And maybe just 2 Panadol. Thank
Maybe
you.
2 more Panadol. Excellent. What about you, girl?
I'd like,
So, you've got all the compassion still, so go on.
I'd like to be a bit controversial here and say I'd ask the doctor to chart some good stuff.
Oh, I think we know who's winning this round. Give us a cheer if you thought the penguins gave the right answer. What about if you thought Tess did? What if getting the harder stuff out is the real answer? Give it a cheer. Yay! Yes, I love it. Yeah, you're only getting it from the young ones.
She just wants a shout out on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, she wants on Instagram.
It's only so they're nice and sleepy, so they're just not.
So the real
now
answer
it comes
is
out.
knock them for the rest of your shift, and then you don't have to worry about it.
So where are we at the end of this? At this point, everybody has 10 points, so it's all to play for. On the last bit of this round, there's only penguins really to show any compassion at this point. Dear nurse, I really like a girl at work. She seems to be into me, but I hear she already has a boyfriend. Should I send her a picture of my dick?
Absolutely. But only
This is the penguins if you're a listener.
send it down because everyone would love to see it at work. And we'll rate it for you. Send away. We love dick pics.
Oh, lovely. Tess, I'm just going to ask, putting it out there as an orca, have you ever even received a dick pic, or do you not want to say? Because you've been married a long time.
No, I'd like to know how we would take the picture.
Well, yeah, I think it's important, because I've seen some of my friends receive dick pics, that they think a little bit about cleanliness and lighting, and angles.
Well, I probably wouldn't let him have access to his hands to take the photos. So.
Okay, you would just wouldn't let him near his phone or his, you're not letting him take the picture. I'm not, I know your boyfriend's here, so I'm not saying that, and I don't know if you've been with him forever, so we're not going to ask about how many dick pics you've had. However, I would say, as an Insta influencer, go on, what's your answer? Is it a good way to let someone know you like them to send them a dick pic?
Fuck no. Too many.
Too many. I don't know.
now.
I've never had one either, and I just think if I ever got one, I'd probably just document it.
It makes me.
Do you know what I mean? You'd just be assessing the hiatus, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's healthy. Well done. Well done for looking after it. Okay. If you think Tess is correct, give us a cheer. Oh, no. Clearly, I think that's going to be a third place. Mind you, she's not competent at the dick pic conversations just yet. Okay. The country nurses, the penguins, if you think yes... If you think yes is the answer, yeah. If you think no way, don't send the dick pic, give Molly a round of applause. All right, so there we go. We have very clear leader at the end of this round. The penguins absolutely slaying, coming from a close, everything was the same, wasn't it? Maths is not my strong suit. This is why we got Sarah. Sarah, show us the scores on the board at the end of round one. Well, show me so I can see. The penguins are winning with 20 in compassion. It's kind of what you'd imagine this, in terms of the compassion round. Not saying that orcas don't have compassion. They just show it. They just show it in a different way. It's the difference between Beyonce and Judge Judy, is how I often think of it. They're both peddling the same message of self-love and personal responsibility, but in a very different way. So, all right, are we ready for round two? Okay. So this is patience, but because we've only got an hour, I couldn't really do anything to do with patience, so it's a maths round.
Oh. Can I just ask, is it patience or patient?
It can be, well, let's go with the patient. Well, it should be patience. That's one of our linchpins of how fucking good we are that does tend to wane off over the years. But this one is just a numbers. It's a guessing game. Don't worry, you don't have to add up. Stop looking at me like that. Stop! You're in charge of a hospital, penguin. You shouldn't be scared of a little bit of maths. You're in charge of multi-million-dollar budgets. All right. Okay. I think there's 3 in this round again. All right. So, and the audience, you can actually just discuss amongst yourself and chip in if you feel you might know the right answer. So this is a numbers game. Number 1, how much do you think a healthy natural delivery of a baby human in America is uninsured? Oh. Just have a little think in your head. Is anyone in from America?
Can we...
Is this the cost?
Is it buzzing?
This is why I couldn't give you the questions before. Yeah, you can just say when you think you know the answer.
35,000 USD.
I'll say 25,000.
All right.
I read an article about this actually.
You
But-
did? Was it just in my hand then and you had a look?
No, it was a couple of years ago now.
Let me give you some some sense of how much things cost. A vasectomy is $3,000. Sterilising a woman is $6,000. It's definitely worth being a man in this. Condoms are $1, so you can save yourself a buck here and there. And the
Unless
morning
they're
after
Trojan.
pill is $50 if you missed the boat. Go on.
I had to buy some condoms for the nuns
You bought condoms for nuns.
No, I had to put it through because we needed Trojan condoms for the ultrasound probe. So the nuns had to have an account, so we had to get Trojan condoms from America. Yeah, it's the only way we
That's
could
amazing.
get them.
You know,
and they weren't $1 then. They were more than that, yeah.
Well, because you
But
get
now
them for nuns.
Australians, we can buy Trojan condoms, yeah. So
Do you know, I worked in Ethiopia for a short while and lived in a nunnery, and there was a pregnant nun. So I don't quite know how that works.
She didn't use the
Funny things about nuns, or the ones I lived with, they love watching nun films. They do. They love watching Sister Act and Nuns on the Run and shit like that. It happened a lot in the nunnery.
because they want out.
They loved watching Sister Act. It was insane. So, yes. Oh, this is great. So how much did you say,
well, I
Tess?
was going to say 26,000, but it sounds like I might be copying.
26 grand.
I know,
You
I
said...
don't know. I think I've overachieved with this one.
No, what did you say? You said...
35.
And you said...
25.
Okay, so... Fucking... You stormed it, right? So it is 40 Australian grand, uninsured.
Yeah.
God bless Australia, right? God bless fucking Australia and the Medicare. I can God bless Australia. Yeah, that's bonkers, isn't it? 50 grand for a C-section.
Jesus.
Australian dollars.
No, that's 70
We'll get you on the
Australia. 70 grand,
technicality.
yeah.
Oh.
I'd probably just try and shit one out at home, if I'm
Yeah.
honest.
Or in the
I'm
car
sure.
park.
Have we got any midwives in today? No midwives. Yeah, they don't hang out with nurses.
They're
I don't
not
know what's
funny.
going on.
Midwives don't have
They're
a sense
not
of humour.
funny. That's really.
Alicia.
We don't know. We don't know if they're funny or not because we don't hang out with them.
Yeah,
We don't. You
exactly.
don't honestly know. I just walk past that unit sometimes and I think, oh fucking hell, the noises that come out there, I couldn't work it. It's just like anywhere else in the hospital, you'd sedate a fucker for doing that. Like you would tie it to the bed and you would sedate it. Absolute nonsense. If I have no idea. I've had 2 children naturally, and I honestly don't know which hole they came out of. I don't know. You're our most recent one to give birth. Do you know what went on there? What happened? Was it free? Is it free now to have one?
Yeah,
of
of
them?
course.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I just rang.
Probably because you run the hospital.
I didn't birth where I work.
Yeah. Oh no, you wouldn't, would
Well,
you?
actually, we have like people just walking off the street where I work, and we don't have doctors, we don't even have midwives, and they just walk in like in full established labour and just push it out in urgent care, and then they go.
They just Google how to deliver a baby.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
We did like collectively as a group, we did like one emergency birthing workshop, and then within like a few months, I had a birth come in, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I worked in Pete, so I was like, I'll just wait for the baby. I'm like, if cows and horses
Yeah,
can
wait
do
for the
it,
baby.
like, how hard can it be?
Well, Tess, you've delivered babies in elevators. That surely just in the time an elevator takes. Were you in Willy Wonka's elevator? Like, what happened?
No, she just wouldn't get out of the chair. So she was in the wheelchair backwards. And
Yeah.
she wouldn't move. She wouldn't let us move the chair, and we couldn't get out or couldn't get in.
Yeah.
So the husband just held the door open while we delivered the baby. Well, we didn't have to deliver the babies. Babies deliver themselves.
Most
That's
of
such
them
a
do,
midwife.
don't
I just
they?
had to make
Most
sure
of
it
them do. They're just there. It's like jockeys and horses.
didn't
The
had to
horses
make-
just get on with it, don't they? Like,
Just
and
make sure it didn't land on the foot plates of the wheelchair. That was just my big job. Yeah. That's fine.
have you witnessed a birth yet, babe?
No.
No.
But I will say those noises you're
Yeah.
making before,
Yeah.
I have them every day on my Gen Med ward.
Yeah, you do a bit, don't you? Oh, just give it. Yeah, it's
Just
worse than the
screaming
buzzer.
everywhere.
Yeah, perhaps they're having babies. Again, numbers of babies. I would like to know in numbers the most babies born to one woman in. Oh, do we know the score for that one? Yeah, you do. Right, okay. The most, and how are we scoring it? Do you think?
Dolphins are winning, but we're doing 10.
A 10 and then 5 for second close. Yeah, I'm trying to make it close so someone actually wins. All right. I would like to know in numbers the most babies born to a woman in a lifetime. Go with your buzzers. Just go in and. Go on.
I'm going to say 26.
18.
15.
Oh, no, way more than that. There's already a TV show that's on that's
Oh.
delivered more than that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, the most babies born in one go is 11.
In one
In
go.
one go.
In one 11 babies out of one vag and belly.
You're talking
She
one
gave them,
lifetime.
a few of them came out the vag and then they started with the sunroof. Like it just they switched halfway through.
But you'd
call
never go
that?
again after that.
Nah.
What do you call that?
Sunroof.
11 tuplets. I don't know.
11 tuplets.
That's got to be IVF, hasn't it? That's some fucking rogue IVF doctor just putting too many eggs in. It's got to be. No one's sperm is that good. Nobody's sperm and nobody's eggs are that good. So
No.
go on. So what are we going with?
We'll go, what did you say? 26.
Well, you've seen more reality TV than I have.
yeah.
Who said the highest out of that? You did. Oh, fuck, you're winners again. Okay. It is. Does anyone in the audience know this? It comes up in pub quizzes. 69. 69 babies to a Russian peasant. They don't even give her a name. They've named the husband.
Of course they did.
To the wife of, this is because it's back in the 1800s, the wife of Fyodor Vasilev. It's in the Guinness Book of Records. 69. 16 pairs of twins, 7 pairs of triplets, and 4 quads.
What?
All of them survived to 2 years. Like that's fucking insane, innit? Well, that's just one
Couldn't
couple.
look after him after that.
Like, how do you even have time to shag with that many kids? How do you get round to doing that? You just.
Wasn't pleasurable, that's for sure.
I think they just don't name her because she didn't have a name by the end. She's just mum, isn't she? Just mum.
Well, how old was she when she died, I wonder?
20.
Early grave for sure.
I'd have given up straight after the last set of quads, me. I'd have just tapped out then. I really would. All right. Most baby. Right, so we got the answers for that one. Yeah, we can do the who's in the lead at the end. All right. So Orca, you've got a little bit of work to do if you want to win this round.
I need to Google
Let's remember she's the only one with it. She's googling it. Okay, because I said they could cheat if they want.
Go Tess.
They didn't
I've
probably
got to
cut.
get the nanny Nokia out.
Yeah. The nanny Nokia. Oh, she is doing. Oh, no. Like, I've got to get it out before the end of the round, okay? The
know how
most
to turn it
babies
on.
fathered by an individual bloke.
Oh.
To give you some because I'm going to get you nearer the number. From
for
sperm
sure.
for a sperm donor, it's 600. So
Yeah.
600 kids from a sperm donor. Legend of a bloke, also a massive wanker.
Was he a doctor?
Fucking hell, he'd be sleepy a lot, wouldn't he? Very rich and very sleepy. Second in the 1600s, with 888 children fathered, is Ismail ibn Sharif. He was an extremely cruel father. His punishments were chopping off arms and legs. I know. What the fuck's wrong with a sticker chart? Like, what the fuck you do? Mind you, if you had that many kids, could you be fucked? And in order to make that many kids, if you're thinking of it, you need 5 wives and 600 concubines. That's what you need in order to make... Okay, so it's more than 888. So what are we going? This is another really common pub quiz. Yeah, are you... Yeah, she's asking you to go.
We're
Go
gonna
on.
say without cheating.
Most children born to a man.
Around 1,400.
1,400. Okay, that is the penguins going in with 1,400. What are you going for, babe?
Oh, probably 1,000. I don't know.
1,000. You're going
No
1,000. Orca's just having a little think, isn't she?
I am.
Well,
I
she's
wanna take
possibly
it. No, I'm a
cheating
bit
with
of a
someone on the
gambler here.
front row.
2022.
Getting into Google shit.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
She's very much working smarter, not harder. This Orca, we love it.
She's bossing around the dolphins.
Yeah. So you've gone 2,000 and something,
22.
yeah? Do you know who to? Do you know who to, Tessa? Do you know who had them? Because you're very close.
Yeah. Put my glasses on. Hurry up.
This one is Genghis Khan. Tess, you win this round. And no one really knows, but it's well over a couple of thousand. Well over a couple of thousand. Too vague a number when it comes to kids, if you ask me. How many you got? Couple of thousand? Couple of thousand, mate. That would have made a great MTV series. And basically, if you don't know who your dad is, probably Genghis Khan. Probably somewhere in the mix. Okay, let's see. Now they've got to the end of the patience round. Who is winning the patience round? The penguins. Oh, so you show it up. So we have. Let's have a look again. Just for the listeners across the world, the dolphins are on 10 points still. Penguins are on 20. Orcas are on 15. So collectively, do we know? See, we should have talked about this. The penguins in the lead. Okay, all right. The penguins are in the lead. Where's Tess?
I'm just checking her maths here. Yeah. Because she's such a little dolphin herself and she doesn't have a calculator or her iPhone. Do you want to get your iPhone out and you can add it up?
Classic orca. Picking on the dolphin.
What?
In the lead, penguins, second dolphins, and third orcas.
No, do your maths.
Okay.
Do your maths. 25.
It's all right. She's checking your maths.
We're equals the second.
Sunrise over
10 and
sunset.
15 are 25. Yeah, I know.
Oh, this is
Can
wonderful.
someone lend her their iPhone for the calculator, please?
If you want to also highlight any of the numbers for no reason, like orcas tend to do on fluid balance charts, we're more than happy for you to do that too. I like that you're checking the numbers though. We need it.
That's okay, Sarah. Thank you.
We are coming into the final round. Are you excited, people, to see who is queen of the staff, the crown sovereign of the staff room? This round is possibly the most important. We've done compassion, we've done patience. Now we're doing sciencey shit. All right. So one of them's got a master's. One of them is fresh fish. Two of them are just making it up in the country. So.
I'll get it.
So yeah, they've no. Yeah, you just. Well, what's that little handbook you all work from in the country? And now am I talking remote nurses? Remote nurses have a little Bible that they work from.
We have you have the triage handbook and we make it up.
Google, mate.
Don't you go like, oh, it's about to rain, like it's raining. You just like.
So then everyone goes into
People
labour.
coming in. Yeah.
Cyclones send
Storms
people into
coming.
labour, don't they?
We're not that far out of the we're not like in East Jesus nowhere.
You don't think you're that far out, but it's Australia. Everywhere's really fucking far away. It just is. It just is. I've been to Shepparton. It's a nice town. Some of them aren't great. Shepparton's an all right one, I reckon.
We don't live in Shepparton.
Where do you live then? You told me Shepparton.
Near Shepparton. Not in Shepparton.
It better be further away from here than Shepparton because I got you a hotel room tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's further than Shepparton.
Good. All right then. All right, for the sciencey shit round, I'm going to present with different diseases and you've got to decide if they're real or not. All right. So I'm going to present with the different diseases and you decide, and you can buzz in. So long as you've all answered by the end, it's absolutely fine. If it's true, if you get it correct, you'll get 10 points. If you get it wrong, you get no points. So this is going to dramatically change the landscape. And there are 4 questions in this round, I think. Yes, 4 in this round. Okay. To start the sciencey shit round, well, I've come in today because I've started just trembling, and then I just laughed really out of nowhere. I just laughed, and it happened to my friend a few months ago, about 3 months ago. She started with the same thing, and then what happened was she just started swaying and shaking, and then she went cross-eyed, and then she just died.
Yes, it's actually real.
Yeah.
Oh, good poker face. Okay, good poker face. Does anyone else? You can still get the points. You can cheat. So do you think it's real?
True.
It is real. I don't know the name, but it is real.
Okay. So go on. Do you know what it is or how we get it?
It's actually real. It's like some African tribe. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, either of you. Well,
very
you, Alicia, Penguin Alicia, was the most excited about this.
Almost
I
dolphin-like.
feel like you're looking at me.
Yeah, because I've got this disease where I go cross-eyed. This is a real disease.
It is.
Tell me what you know about it.
Only because we actually did an episode where we quizzed each other on shit that doesn't
Oh,
matter.
I feel like you got some intel on this round
And
then.
well, it's only that I happened to pick that, and it's actually real. It's like some African tribe where people go cross-eyed and then they die once they laugh and then die.
That's not about doing what you love. Like, it's just, this is Kuru. Yes, Kuru. Exclusive to tribal 4 people in New Guinea in the 50s. Somebody got a Nobel Peace Prize for working out that you got it from cannibalism. I don't necessarily think that that's worth a Nobel Peace Prize, saying perhaps don't eat your dead relatives. I don't think that it's worth a Pulitzer or a Nobel Peace Prize. So yes, and what happens? You get holes in your brain. Swiss cheese in it's called.
Yeah.
I know. So don't eat your dead relatives. I think we've all learnt something today, haven't we? Don't eat your dead rellies. Amazing. Okay. I feel like I've got to put a mute button on you two if you've done an episode on this. Okay. So
No, they're not going to be the same.
Okay,
Well,
because
unless you googled the same
because
list
remember,
of weird diseases.
you all got 10 points last time. So this time, if you shout out first and you actually know, then they're just going to piggyback your answers, aren't they?
It's called a poker face, not
A poker face.
not having one.
Lady Gaga suggests using it. Thank you.
Okay, so this time I'm coming in. You're my nurse preceptor, and I'm coming in with my problem. I really want to be a nurse. It's just like I'm all right with some of the words, but some of them are just too long, and it just panics me. Like the words are just fucking excessively long, and I just burst into tears and just fucking hide under a table. Is this true or is this false? Is this a real disorder?
It's called first year nursing. And then they just like drop to the floor like, oh. I've been there.
Tess, do you think me being scared of the very long words is an actual thing or not?
Yeah, there is a name for it, but I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, go on, penguins. What do you think?
I think it's true.
Okay.
A phobia.
What do you think?
I'm really torn because I feel like it's I reckon there is.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly reckons she knows what it's called too.
No, I don't know.
If I start your hippo.
Yeah, we use this one too.
All right.
Hippopotamonstrosis.
Hippopotamonstrous sesquippedalophobia.
Whoa. Good job.
Can you believe that psychiatrists made that word for the fear of long words? That's just the worst word for the fear of long words. I mean, it's up there with them saying lisp. You know, making people with a lisp say lisp. Psychiatrists are wicked.
Yeah.
And the longest medical word is pneumotrimicropiscovolcanoconiosis. Pneumo, where are we in the body? Pneumo.
Lungs?
We're in the lungs. Trimicropisco, where are we?
I don't know. In the skin?
No one knows. We've no fact. No, I was hoping somebody. No one knows what the rest of it means. But so yes, they all get a point again for that. So this is cool. All right, third question. We're going to top up the scores at the end of this one so we know what we're playing for with the very last question.
Ooh.
Okay, question 3. It started when I was about 26. I just had the children, and then I developed a kind of time blindness, and I feel like seconds and months, and I'm very confused. I'm greatly confused by calendars and days and months and years, and they all feel elastic and irrelevant. If not prompted by fact, I often still believe I live in the 90s. Is this an actual disorder?
I still believe I live in the 90s. It's 10 years ago.
It's not 10 years ago. It is indeed nearly 30 years ago that happened. So do we think this is a thing? True or false?
True.
You think it's a true medical diagnosis? It can be diagnosed medically or psychiatrically?
Like dementia?
Not like dementia, so it's not in that category. It's just something. It started at 26, so what do we think?
No.
Yeah, nappy brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe.
It's like very specific to time though.
Yeah?
Time.
So I'm going to say no.
You're going to say no?
So is it related to... Oh, how old am I now when I...
It's been going on for 20 years. I was 26 when I started. I have to write all this stuff down because I just can't keep track. I just don't know where I am in time. It's Madonna. Excellent offer from the audience there.
So a neurosurgeon once told me that half your brain goes out with a placenta and the other half goes out with a nappy bucket. That's when I was
Sounds like a
eight
very
months
blokey
pregnant.
comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Sounds like a man said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it was a male. I'm going to say it is.
You're going to say it is.
Yeah.
Okay, although time blindness is something associated with ADHD and things like that, no, this is just symptoms of somebody who's been on nights for 20 years.
So did we
We
just... We knew it. Yeah,
well, you didn't know what century you're in, and you also love night shift. So there you go. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Okay, so overall, checked by Tessa, how many points are in it to define the winner on this last question?
That's just the last question.
That's
isn't
just
it?
the last
That's not the
question,
totals.
says. So-
Molly, we have to get these penguins out of the way here.
Safety in numbers, people.
Penguins are...
There
penguins
is
are-
two of them though.
There is
One
two...
brain.
No.
One brain. No, two brains. There's two penguins and two brains there.
Are we
Four
splitting-
tits.
Are we splitting their score?
4 tits. Okay, so how many points does the penguin have right now? The dolphin have right now, as we stand?
Okay, so 45.
Correct.
Oh, you're great at adding up tens. Oh my goodness. All right, she's very creative.
Orcas are 45 too.
And
And-
what about us penguins, Sarah? Hey?
2 and 2 and 3 is 7.
70. Okay, so 45, 40. Let's make this last question worth 35 points. No, do we do to keep it proper? Do we just do it 10 points? Go on, we'll keep it at 10. All right, okay. For 10 points, even though it's for who's second and third.
Tiebreaker.
For who's for second and third. Okay. God, I'm so sorry I'm late for my appointment. I'm just here for me tobacco enema. Me tobacco smoke enema. I've been having these mental headaches, and I'm just hoping one of you can blow some tobacco up my ass. Is anyone... Is this true or is this not true?
You'd have to go to a private hospital for sure.
Sure, you'll have to go private.
And nicotine actually is like a treatment for constipation.
Is it?
Well, it's like like it has.
Is that what happens after your recess ciggies?
Most people go for a jog, but if you want to stick a cigarette up your ass, you go for it.
No, I mean like smokers don't get as constipated as non-smokers. It's kind of like
See, it's
how
good for you.
smoking. Well, and it's kind of like how smoking makes you less likely to have post-operative nausea and vomiting.
That's because they just get up and go for a
I
cigarette.
did not know that.
Because they do their exercise.
They're out in the
Yeah,
fresh
yeah,
air.
go get your
They're
steps up.
down there. They're
And a
right
bit of
along.
chest physio. Big deep breaths. Yeah.
everything. They're white
Yeah,
gowns
smoking
up
is
and
chest
out.
physio. This is what we're having.
Love it.
So what about you, Tess? Orca,
No,
do you believe
true,
that you
true.
think it's true?
Yeah.
Correct. I am very late for my appointment. This was from 300 years ago. They used to do tobacco smoke enemas to resuscitate people who drowned in the Thames. And resuscitation packs were left along the Thames of tobacco, smoke and pipes. In the Lancet publication, a very well-regarded medical publication, the self-appointed doctor, the London medic, would use the technique on those that had fallen in the River Thames and near drowned. It was thought to warm and improve the resuscitation of the patient.
It sounds like
In the Lancet, it said, amid much conflicting advice of passing somebody's man's wife, again, we don't name the wife, it's a man's wife. A man's wife was pulled from a river. Amid much conflicting advice, a passing sailor proffered his pipe and instructed the husband to insert the stem into his wife's rectum and blow hard. The woman miraculously revived.
She did not consent for that. That's why she woke up.
She did not. No, she was unconscious. That would fucking wake you up, though, wouldn't it? I'd say that's more to do with someone sticking a pipe in your ass. A sailor coming past and sticking a pipe in your ass than, yes. And it was stopped about 100 years later. For 100 years, people were doing this, treating headaches and all the other things. Wow. And it was stopped because people were getting flagellates back in their lung. So then they introduced bellows, so bellowed it into the arse. And yeah.
Wow.
So this is it. So well done, medical progress. All right. That was the thriller for Manila Folders. Give us a round of applause to all your contestants. Let's see. It's not really a close contest, but we'll see who is first, second, and third, and who wins a trophy, which has been cleaned since it was removed from the patient. And also, you get bragging rights to the first bit of cake or platter that's in any staff room that you walk in for the next year. All right, okay, so who came in third?
So was that last round 10 or 35 points?
10, Sarah.
10. Okay, that changes everything.
You said it was 35.
I know, but then we changed it just before. You got it, you just got to, like this hospital system, you just got to just move with
Roll
it.
with it.
You just got to move with the things.
Well,
I can see you're competitive. Okay, she's got to do adding up it again. So while she's doing that, Alicia's going to sing some on hold music.
I was just
Alright,
going to
so-
say about the
trophy.
The trophy. We had a rosebud glass removed once.
Why are you putting glass things in there?
I
It's not
don't
you
know.
though, is it? No,
wasn't
you
up to
didn't
me
have it
to ask.
removed.
No. It was being removed.
Oh my God,
So
the weird...
every week, the surgeon that removed it got a lovely red rose in a bud glass above his locker every week. Well, this went on for years.
I can say it because it's in a different country, but Snow Globe was the weirdest one. And the patient had to sit with his head down and his arse up, and then they unscrewed the end and drained it, and then put cement, the plaster that they put in, put plaster in it till it solided up, and then they could remove it surgically because they couldn't do it. So that was a long 12 hours for him waiting for theatre. And you're fasting. That's not a good day, is it? It's not a good day. All right, Sarah, who came in third? Who is still very important, but gets last dibs on the tea room food? Who is it?
The dolphin.
The dolphin.
45
Oh my!
points.
And just it's a shame because she's probably baked the cake. They're the ones. Blessed are the bakers; they shall not be bullied. All right, and then who? God, it's such a. We're just all on the edge of our seats here. Who came in second? Who gets second dibs at the tea room
Our
food?
orca.
Yay, Tesmona! Yeah. Stand up, ladies. You are the crown sovereign of the tea room. Welcome to the inaugural winners of the Melbourne International Comedy Festival Swab Podcast. The winners are Alicia and Kelly, not from Shepparton, but from near Shepparton, further away from Melbourne than Shepparton is, on the other side of Shepparton. The Penguins! Thank you so much, everyone, for coming down today. I would really like to do a big shout out to Healthcare Australia, who helped push tickets for this, and a massive thanks to Nursing Australia podcast, which is another one that you should listen out for. Thank you so much, and good night.
That was the Swab Lies. Congratulations to the Penguins. That is a phrase I never thought I'd say. If you have enjoyed this show, please make sure you give the Swab Podcast a rate and review, if your podcast player of choice allows that. You can join the Swab Facebook group, search for it. It is a meeting place for nurses from all over the world to come and chat and maybe even vent a little. If nurses ever find themselves with stuff they need to vent about, that is. Please also visit GeorgieCarroll.com, where you can see where Georgie will be doing her live shows, and you can buy her book, Off the Charts, which is an absolute cracker. Thank you for listening, and we will see you, not literally, next time on The Swab.